Hello there and welcome back to my channel. This is What If Deku Was Betrayed Part 2. Where we last left off, they just began the sports festival, they did the race, they did the cavalry battle. Now this was what the one-on-one battle, sorry. It's Deku versus Shinso. Now, when they both came in the ring, Shinso started bad mouthing Deku, like saying he's lame, he's weak, he's a loser, he's a nerd. But Deku was unfazed, and the relationship between Deku and I think it was Midnight, no, not Midnight, Mount Lady. I think it's Mount Lady. Relationship between Mount Lady. Did they enter a relationship? Let's just say they entered in a relationship. And the relationship between Deku and Mount Lady is a secret, so nobody knows about it. Then and she so ran out of insults. Then Deku started walking up to him, putting his hands in his pockets. Then suddenly Deku disappeared, and Shinso was in the wall. It was suddenly punched to the wall by Deku, and it was by Deku, but nobody saw it was Deku because Deku looked like he didn't move. And then Midnight declared Deku the winner. The second match was Deku versus Todoroki. Now, in this match, it was completely different. Deku, when the match started, Todoroki, Deku instantly no, he didn't time skip. He did the same thing that he did to Jiren when he stopped him in place. I think it was called time freeze. I'm just gonna call it time freeze. He used time freeze on Todoroki, and then he started walking up to him without even using time skip. He just punched him once in the gut, knocking him out. Not out of the ring, knocking him out. And then Midnight declared Deku the winner. Now for the third match, it was Deku versus Ida. Yeah, Baku is the one who rocketed on Deku with Baku. Yeah, it was Deku versus Ida. And Ida is one of the people that no, I'm just gonna do it. So I can say that. Anyways, when the match started, Ida instantly used reciprocal burst because she knew that Deku wasn't playing around. He charged up to Deku, but it was in vain because Deku just time skipped, giving him a chop to the back of the neck, knocking him out instantly. And everybody was pretty surprised because they didn't know Deku had this much power. And then it was Deku versus Izumi, because Izumi fought Bakugo, or rocketed on with Bakugo, and Izumi fought Bakugo. She won, and now it's final Izuku versus Bakugo. No, not Izuku versus Izumi. And let's say Inko and I think I named him Michael. Michael are there, and Inko started figuring out that Deku wasn't using drugs, wasn't doing drugs. And when the match started, Izumi instantly, I think I gave her pyrokinesis. I'm just gonna give her pyrokinesis. If I didn't say that in the first part, I'm saying it now. She has pyrokinesis. Now, when the match started, the pyrokinesis is powered up by One for All, and this is gonna be a 15-minute part because I have exams and school and stuff. I'm just gonna do a 15 minutes. Sorry, guys. Anyways, Izumi shot a powered up fireball powered up by One for All towards Izuku, but Izuku just time skipped behind her, and then she tried to punch him. And if I didn't say that, Izumi doesn't know that Izuku was the previous user of One for All. She doesn't know that, and she bullied him. She bullied him most until he was 17 when he got One for All. When he got One for All, she stopped bullying him, but she didn't talk to him. She loved him, but she didn't talk to him because let's say when their stepfather Michael came, they were 5. Yeah, and Michael was influencing her to stop talking into Izuku and bullying him because he hates quirkless. Anyways, she started she started throwing fireballs around, and then she was fed up and she used one for all 5% and charged to Deku. But it was just in vain because Deku just time skipped in front of her face, giving him one punch to the stomach. Not hard enough to knock her out, but just one punch to her stomach, making her feel pain, and punching the wind out of her. And then she started coughing a lot. And then Deku put his feet on her head because that's what she always does when they were kids. She punched him once in the gut and put in her feet on his head, and then but this time Deku pushed her head down. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna work on something. It's gonna be a 10-minute video because I have guests. So sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do a double upload today to re, to make up for a 10-minute video. Anyways, Deku pushes her head down on the floor, making a crater, breaking her nose, jaw, breaking her face, basically. And then him keep picking her up by her neck, and then picking her up by her arm and starts smacking her around the ring, and then throwing her out of the ring, and then midnight declaring Deku the winner. Now, when the Mellows on the when Deku came walked to the locker rooms, he was met with All Might, and then All Might was pretty angry and said, "You working with All for One?" And then Deku said, "Who the hell is All for One?" And then All Might told him, "Stop playing games. I know you're working with him. You have super strength. You have speed quirk. You can freeze people. You're just working with All for One." And then Deku said, "First of all, I don't know who All for One is. And second of all, that's just a part of my quirk." And then Deku walked past All Might, and when he walked past All Might, Inko no, Izumi. No, Izumi was in the infirmary. Michael walked up to him and said, "How dare you hurt my daughter?" And then Deku told him, "She's not even your real daughter, so piss out of my face." And then let's say Michael has a electricity. No, he has a paralyzing quirk. If he touches you, you get paralyzed. And then Michael tried to touch Deku, but Deku just tried to touch Deku, but Deku just tried to touch, but Deku just swept his legs, making him fall, and then spit on his face and said, "You disgrace. I don't talk to failures like you." And then when the medals, no, Deku went to the locker room to rest, and then when the medals were given, Fumigaki was third place. Tokuyami, not Fumigaki. I think his name is Fumigaki Tokuyami. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Tokuyami was third place. Bakugo was no. Izumi was second. No, Bakugo and Tokuyami were third. Izumi was second, and Deku was first. Deku All Might given Bakugo and Tokuyami the third medal, the third place medal. He gave Izumi the second place medal, and he tried to give Deku the first place medal, but Deku just snatched it and wore it and told All Might that I don't need your help to know that I'm first place. And this we're gonna end off video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I thank you guys so much for, I think it was 48, yeah, 48 subscribers. And from what I saw in the views, you'll love this series. So thank you guys so much. See you. Peace.